I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just want to see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all hockey, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Texans. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down at 4. They'll go option to the short side. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 23 carries, 105 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. After 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Draw play. This is Henry. And some room to work. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have moved out in front.
3rd down. As a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. And now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Taken at the goal line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A first down carry for Henry. Running right through him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Texans at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Second down at 5. On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. And he finds Howard complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jeffrey Simmons with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
2021 saw a 3rd-year breakout by Jeffrey Simmons with 8.5 sacks and his first Pro Bowl nod, as well as being named an All-Pro in the NFL.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Tannehill. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips.
And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Tannehill.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Tannehill throwing again.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hold on. That certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Titan football. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Tennessee.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Here's Tannehill. Running the slant, that's Hooper. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. A 10-play drive that time, and the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their 1st possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Results in the 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we said, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass on 3rd down. Intended for O.J. Howard. Incomplete. It's now
as expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Open man is close. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Forced, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Titans, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Texans, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to